What is going on, man? And in today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is why you need a routine as a man. And I'm going to make a special note. This is for people who actually want to get things done, as well as they're striving for more than just the regular life, man. You want to excel in different areas of your life, whether it's in your health, your business, your career, your school. A routine will give you more freedom than what the popular belief is, where, oh, if I have a routine, then I'm kind of just stuck in a constant state of doing the same shit over and over again, and I won't be free at all right. So to start off, man, the reason why having a routine is so important is because having a routine will take up less brain power in your head every single day because you have your entire day laid out. Now, I personally, man, plan out pretty much every single day the night before so that when I wake up the next morning, I'm right to it. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And the reason why you want to use less brain power is because there are other things you should be worrying about. For example, for me, man, I work 70 to 80 hours a week, maybe 60 on a light week. And I'm not even doing that just to be like put it in your guys' face, but I'm genuinely busy. I'm working 60 to 80 hours a week. I'm uploading content. I'm trying to help you guys out with your fitness and just overall discipline, man. And in order for me to manage everything, I need to have a set routine. A routine gives me more freedom because since everything is laid out and I know exactly what I'm going to do, one thing you're going to realize when you start doing this is you have way more time than you actually perceive. And the reason for that, man, is just how many distractions are in this world right here, man. Bro, like look at it, man. You're on YouTube right now. I'm not trying to bash you, but let's be real. How many hours on YouTube have you spent? How many hours have you spent on Instagram Reels? How many times have you spent on TikTok? How many hours have you spent just doing random other shit that isn't gonna take your life one step forward to where you want to personally go? It's probably a lot. Like you can just look at your screen time, man. Just look at your screen time and see what it is. You look at that number, and that's how much time you're really wasting when you could be planning out your day, executing all throughout. And then what's awesome about having a routine and you save so much time at the end of the day, what it's going to allow you to do is if you want to relax at the end of the evening, you can relax at the end of the evening knowing that you accomplished everything you needed to do that day. Another reason I personally believe having a routine is helpful as a man is, honestly, this may be some complete bro science, what I'm about to, the equivalent of bro science, what I'm speaking out right now. But you ever notice how kids, they're generally very happy and they really don't give a fuck. They're just always in a jolly good mood. Like most kids at least, you know what I mean? And I think it's because for them, they have a set routine on what they do every single day. I know if you're in a kindergarten, for example, you wake up, you have breakfast, you go to school, you come home, maybe you do a little bit of homework, you watch some TV, and then you just repeat that day over. It's predictable. You know what you're gonna do. You know when you're gonna have fun. The problem is when you become an adult and you have all this fucking freedom, man. A lot of us take it for granted. A lot of us will wake up and do things that are not going to take us a step forward. Instead of waking up and heading to the gym because you said you were going to take your fitness more seriously, you roll over to your side and you start watching YouTube or Instagram for an hour or two. That's just an example, man. Or let's say after work you said you were going to plan to work on your business, but then you come home and you're all tired and stuff. You end up having dinner, and then after dinner you're a little bit tired, and then next thing you're like, oh, I'm gonna put off that business I wanted to work on for later. I'm going to instead just watch YouTube for a couple hours, maybe hang out with my friends, even though I know that that's not gonna help me with my goal of creating that business I want. All right. When you actually have that set routine and you know exactly what you're gonna do and you actually execute it, man, you're gonna notice you're gonna get things done. And here's another thing about having a routine. You know how I mentioned earlier how it saves a lot of your brain power because you're not having to be spontaneous? it makes it easier for when you have to do those little remedial tasks as well. Like, for example, like let's say you need to get your oil change fixed or your car oil changed, right? Or maybe you have a dentist appointment, maybe you have a doctor's appointment. When you have a routine, you know exactly what time you'll be free, and because you plan out your day the night before, which I highly recommend, you can find those slots throughout your day to put them in, and you're not gonna have to worry or think about or stress about like, oh shit, I have to call so and so, oh I have to book this appointment, oh I have to. The point of a routine, honestly, man, is just to use less brain power throughout your day so you can focus on the more important shit in your life. Whether you are, like I mentioned, you're trying to work on your business, you're trying to work on some schoolwork, maybe you even have like another focus, even like the gym, for example. You want to be able to carve out time for you to be able to go to the gym and get that physique that you want to go after. And from my personal experience, man, I'm telling you, a routine is what helped me get out of the rut that I was previously in years ago, man. When I had no sense of direction, I was depressed and anxious all the fucking time. I was abusing a whole bunch of drugs. I basically, my life was just terrible, man. I'm not gonna get all the way into it. If you guys go through the videos, you guys can see it. I upload my transformation pretty regularly too. I wasn't the best of the best when it comes to human beings. I was probably a shitty ass human being. And one thing that helped me was having a routine, because just repeating that over and over and over again, it gave me more freedom because I started getting results. I started having way more time in my day to relax, knowing that I accomplished the shit I needed to do that particular day. I I wasn't spending my time on useless bullshit that wasn't gonna help me move me forward, because because for me personally, I would try to schedule my entire day from when I wake up to when I go to bed, so I didn't have time to do some of the bad habits that you guys might have, like for example, like doing drugs, eating fast food, spending endless time on social media, jerking off, video games, gambling, all that shit, man, partying. I didn't have time to do that because I had a set routine. And the true inner peace, man, I get every single day from just waking up, doing the things I need to do, and starting to see progress and repeating it over and over and over again. And you start accumulating all those wins, man, and you look back a couple months from when you started that, and you're just like, damn, I'm so happy I have a set routine, and I'm not one of these motherfuckers that are all spontaneous. Those motherfuckers that want to be all spontaneous, I guarantee you they are not the happiest people, because they're constantly thinking about what they have to do next. Why would you put yourself in a situation creating more anxiety and stress than it needs to be? And that's why personally I recommend for any man out there that wants to accomplish big things in your life, have a set routine, man. Try it out, man. Just put it in your calendar. I use Google Calendar. Plan out the night before from what you're gonna do from when you wake up to when you go to bed. And if you this is the most important part, I talk about this all the fucking time, you got to consistently execute every fucking day. And bro, I'm telling you, look up 90 days from now, 180 days, a year, and you're going to notice a massive day change, not just only in your physical life, but also your mental. My Me personally, man, my mental health got significantly better when I started having a set routine. And like I mentioned, that I feel that just happened due to the fact that I was putting less stress and anxiety on my fucking brain, just having everything planned out so I could actually focus on the shit that actually mattered to me. With that being said, man, I hope you guys got some value from this. We're gonna be uploading every single day. But other than that, man, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.